This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM, and next Wednesday night, why you'll up Shane in the studio, even though we don't know who they're, but we know say him there. Why you'll up all the people them who know say this is the time them wait for. This is the time them wait for the whole day. Yes, the Cutting Edge. Yeah, man.
I listen to everything.
Yes, the world now get no better. Serious thing. The man called Tony Anthony out of the place where them call that place again, Canada. You know, a while ago we listened to the debate. Not listen, people are watching the debate. May I tell you, it was a total different debate from what took place the last time. We had this great idea to broadcast it on the Cutting Edge, but the time did wrong. The time did wrong. It done 10:30. I think it's 10. It did not start on my time. And I said, okay, I say, at 10 o'clock my time, it will start. Therefore, I can't bring it to the people them. But guess what? It never started at 10:30. It never started at 10:30. So I don't know. I don't know really. So that plan get knocked out. But it was really a very civil debate this time. Very, very civil. I must say. It never have no antagonistic thing except that the man with name Pence, him never want to stop talk. But them kind of push it though. Him and Trump push it, but him more decent with him push. Him supposed to stop talk and all the moderators tell him to stop talk. Him not stop talk. Him not stop talk. But yeah, it was civil. You know what I mean? I don't know if it talk about make any of them get any more votes or less votes. I know the other one make Trump lose a whole heap of vote. That is what I know. But I don't know if this one is going to make anybody lose any vote. You understand it? It's like, I know what people love the fire, you know, love the argument and the excitement and all shut up and all of it, you know. Yeah, all people love that part, yeah, but yes, I saw it go. So here we are saying now, we're going to go through the paces, fine and dandy, and excited, because we have some things for play for the people them in the night, yeah. Yeah, we have some things to play for the people them. I could say something, yeah, so now, oh, the ads will come. The ads will come up. The ads will come up. Sorry, I tell you.
You had a ship full of African men, women, and children who were at the mercy of the captain and all the sailors on that crew. And those men could have sex with anybody they wanted to. The women, the children, and the men.
You had to see 3 months tied down with these white men. There ain't no women there for the most part. When they start bringing women, they weren't even bringing women. They were bringing girls between the ages of 6 and 15 and raping them all. But they also were raping the men. Same things are happening on the plantation to demasculinize the black man.
Control the slave population is to rape a father in front of his sons, or to take the biggest, baddest black man on the plantation and do something horrible to him, to completely humiliate and emasculate him so that people won't respect him anymore. And that still happens to this day.
In the Caribbean, they had seasoning plantations, which were plantations used to break the slaves. And one plantation or one place that had a lot of seasoning plantations was Jamaica. And people have to wonder, what were they doing on these seasoning plantations that was worse than what was happening on the regular plantations? Well, one thing that they were doing on these plantations, especially in Jamaica, they were doing a process called buck breaking, where the white supremacist slave owner or the white supremacist overseer would literally rape black men in front of the whole black population in order to break his spirit, in order to break him down as a man, in order to show dominance against him, in order to show the rest of the black population that this is not your leader. I just made your leader submit to me sexually. And this happened a lot in Jamaica. This is why homosexuality is so looked down upon in Jamaican culture today.
And it was a way primarily of cutting down those who would rebel. In other words, it was a matter of power and control and domination. And they would call it buck busting, but it was really butt busting.
Slavery continued until 1865 for about 2 generations, right? So how do you reconcile that? You can no longer bring in Africans, but you still have the business of slavery, so they still needed Africans to do the work down south, especially after the cotton gin was invented. So you had the creation of breeding farms. 2 of the largest slave breeding farms in the United States were on the eastern shore of Maryland and right outside of Richmond, Virginia. They literally bred black people like cattle. They would have a strong black man have sex with a healthy black woman. That woman could be his mother, his sister, his aunt, his cousin. It didn't matter, because the end product was produce a child that I can sell, bodies that I can sell and ship down to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. It was a business.
We had breeding farms in the United States that would put one person from one plantation against another. We even had a system where if you were a breeder, male on one plantation, and a female on another plantation, or even on the same plantation, even if you were mother and son, they would mate you.
Hear that? Straight. I listen to everything on IRFM. IRFM on Sunday. IRFM on Monday. IRFM on Tuesday. IRFM on Wednesday. IRFM on Thursday. I say on Friday is IRFM, and on Saturday is IRFM. And you have a next day?
Yeah, listening to Mortimer coming through. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. Yes. Some ghosts are playing with this thing right night, yeah? How about God? Anyway, we just say, it's a bridging where they on him own, and we expect big things from him. So as we say, we have a program a line up, and we want to focus. We want to focus it. Remember, we have last week. But we want to play this. Here, the elements and the events. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. So, since we leave here, some big developments outside of Jamaica. You know, I know all the while we really go outside of Jamaica, you know. Yes, but Donald Trump was, everybody here by now, them test him for COVID. So, you know, some people I say no, I lie him I tell. Say no go so him no have no COVID. There's plan all them something there. Well, me don't know what to say about that. You understand? But him people them say him have COVID. People who don't like him say him have COVID. Doctors who don't like him say him have COVID. But him defiant to the point where him going at the White House with the COVID, and him say him have COVID, and his wife have COVID, and about 18 other people were surround him have COVID. But him going at the White House without a mask, and they all over the place in the White House. And I don't know that. I don't know if anybody noticed him when he come off of the helicopter and stand up on the little ledge and take off his mask. But if you look on that picture there, I don't know. Most of my Rasta brethren them know the picture we going to talk about. There's a picture of Mussolini in the square in Italy. Attack, and he lift up him hand and shout, Mussolini. Trust me, it remind me of that picture there. Trump remind me of the Mussolini picture. It's the same way Mussolini look, except that Mussolini have on him uniform. Trump have on him suit, and him take off the mask off him face, and me I tell you, man. But him no easy, because him same get better and feel like 20 years ago. Like 20 years come off of life. Why may I tell you? The brother is an enigma. I'm tired of saying it was an enigma. Anyway, them are watch him still. And by the way, I must tell the people them this. It is claimed that when Freddie McGregor is there, when I talk to Vernon Darby, and we did a mention a drug where everybody's skeptical about, and me decided to go find out about it. And Vernon Darby said the drug then in Jamaica already, but it is not prescribed as mandatory. If you want it, they will give you. And him say people already who have the COVID already use it. Well, them use it for Donald Trump. And not only that, them use for some according to where we hear from the people them in America. Because our people don't believe it. You know, our people don't believe it, but me just take it till me get it. Them use some experimental drugs upon Donald Trump. We're supposed to make him feel 20 years younger. 20 years younger. I don't know about this brother here. I don't know about this brother here, Rasta. I think he will be remembered in history more than every other president of America. Me say that. I think he will be remembered more than any other president in America. Trust me. That brother there, him different man, different. The man come out of the hospital, you know, and drive round Washington in him car, and I wave to the people there with 4 men in him car, you know. Him say him alright. Him say him alright. Him say him alright. A whole heap of people I wish say him not alright. A whole heap of people. I wish say him not alright, because trust me, him cause enough people for dead still. Him cause enough people for dead. Me have to second that motion. They say him really cause enough people for dead because of him lackadaisical ways. Lackadaisical man. Me I tell you, man, everything him say man the greatest. He has been the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln. Him is this, him is that. I mean, wow. Me I tell you, there will be no other president like Donald Trump of America. None. And he will be remembered. He has written his name in the history books for all time, whether good or bad. It's like how people don't forget Hitler. I mean, I compare Donald Trump with Hitler. But I'm just say, you have people who people don't like, but yet still, them name is spoken about and on the lips of many millions of people right through. Well, Donald Trump will be like that. Donald Trump's name will be mentioned in much book since the COVID till now. You know, everybody will left him White House write a book about him. Everybody will left the White House write a book about him. So, me I say that Donald Trump name will be indelible in the history books of the United States of America. Since we talk about the farming thing, well, a long time we are talking about the farming thing on this program still, but it kind of take long for soaking, and we see a whole heap of youth, because we talk about it, them got into the farming. As a matter of fact, we have quite a few ones who say, boy, Muta, trust me, And you make me do this, I'm going to say, give thanks to that, give thanks to that. So, from that idea we talk and we bring up the pine soccer thing. It ignites a whole heap of youth on the levels. More yell up the man and the daughter who come on my yard with the truckload of pine, the van load of pineapple sucker, from up at Glen Gaff. Yes, past Lawrence Tavern, go up there. Yeah, we want to yell him up, Yes, brethren, we really, really give thanks for that. So the youth, them I say, yes, it inspired them to do this, and we want to inspire the youth them even more as it relates to farming, because it a go run the place. It a go run the place, Me I tell you that, It a go run the place. Food security for surety is it a go run the place, whether you want to believe it or not. So you see, also youth them in the ghetto now, where I feel so them not have no land and all them things. We don't tell you what to do already, Me say, a rubber tire farming we are talking about, When me say rubber tire farming we are talking about, me say, you get some rubber tire and put dirt in the rubber tire. You can't get dirt anywhere. Put in the rubber tire and plant some vegetable in there, It may not help with cocoa and dashing and all them something there, but you see vegetable like tomato, like pop chow, like callaloo, like any vegetable where you want to talk about, cabbage. It's really a thing where you can use to make a big farm. I remember years, when I say years, like, we used to have a place named Escana Clinic, down in a Porsche area there, and we used to be a part of the Escana Clinic. We go down there for years, help and do things. When the top of the road, no walk down at the bottom of the road, and the bottom of the road, no make no one walk up on the road. And we help to set up a black factory and a chicken farm. Well, I don't know where we come up them black factory and chicken farm, but I only part of the youth them insist them got hold lamp and them gun. And the problem with that gun thing there is that every time we go down there have a meeting with the youth them, I would say, like what I say now, where John there? So why them kill John there, The next time we go down there, we say, where Errol there? Why you want to see Errol get shot there, Me I say, what is a going on? Anyway, we don't really hear nothing going on at the mirror there again, even though we're not amongst the Escana vibes again. But cross the other part of the area, we decided to walk through the community. And when we walk through the community, some youth call me and say, Muta, I want to show you something. We have to laugh. I want the people that say, pure zinc fence, pure zinc fence. And may I tell you, the man them show me a farm where them have around there, behind the zinc fence them. It means the zinc fence life don't deter you from have a farm, and that may I say, because it's dirt, you plant food in, it's not concrete and zinc, and a whole heap of that in the ghetto, in the garrison them. Right now, those who have money can set up agro-industry should really look into the agro-industry thing, because if you start a farm and the food has spoiled, it's going to be a problem. What agro-industry does is to alleviate a lot of spoilage by processing the food into something other than how it come out of the ground. For instance, you can use tomato and make tomato sauce. You can use guava, as my lady I try make some people do, and we want to hear of the man who make the guava jam, and him wife who bring some cane come give me yesterday. Well, I tell you, it's just amazing how you do things and say things and things come to pass, because after we go up one place which I shall not talk about, the people them know what I talk about, we're in the area. My wife see some guava upon the ground, and I say, but wait, enough guava upon the ground. A virgin come out and say, it's a guava area this, you know, ma'am. It's a guava area this. And she say guava area, you know, say she have a market for guava cheese, not guava jam. She have a market for guava cheese. So the youth say, well, maybe him can't get a one. Me know some no remember still. Because maybe as she gone, him just forget about that. But ironically, maybe the person tell the man that I did me hear a car blow. And when I go outside, is a man with 2 bags of guava jam. Say me hear, say my wife up at the gas station, up Templar gas station, I say, she looks for somebody who make guava jam. Well, him did hear wrong still because of guava jam, she said that about a guava cheese. Because she have a place where she can get the guava cheese sold. So she buy a portion right from him still, and him say, tell me something. And the wife started to joke with me now about all sort of things. She said, she have enough cane up here. I say, you have enough cane up here. I say, all right, here are. I have a cane, me, bring some cane, come give me. Trust me. After my wife done buy the guava jam, a couple of guava jam for your friend them, and say, see if you can make the guava cheese, because she have a bigger market for the guava cheese and the guava jam. Well, couple days after, I see a bag of a cane in an onion bag. They my gate. I say, wow. Them sell me some, my wife pay for the cane. Well, I want to tell them, and I know them a listen, you know. A 2.5 gallon worth of cane juice we get out tight, you know. But them cane, hey, sure, you see, if I was them cow and goats up at top of the hill there, I would have planned back me cane them, you know. The last man will come get cane off of that place there, you know, at Takora. I just say, Takora, just chop out the cane and go and mill them. I can't plant cane up there again because the damn goat them and cow them up there. And I tell you, say, if we have a market, a Kentucky or Burger King, more else go sell the cow them, you know, because the man insists to tie up the cow them up at the top of the hill, and the goat them run up and down in a little bush them, and then them long with banana sucker them and plant sucker them and all them something there. Anyway, we don't have trouble him still, a joke we make. But my cane them look like my hand. Yeah, my cane them look like my hand, the way them thick. Them cane, you know, it's cane still, but I don't know. I don't want to lick it's a bad cane in a Rasta, but I have tasted better cane. But I get 2.5 gallon out of the cane still, so it's much cheaper than really for go actually buy cane juice. Because the man them not around for sell the cane juice there, you know. Yes. Cane juice is a good source of anything where you want in your body. Cane juice. Because cane juice is not sugar. Because it going and it come out back. Unlike sugar, the granulated, or the granules, I should say. Granule sugar stay in you longer than cane juice. Because your body don't assimilate sugar. Even if you mix it in a water, your body don't assimilate sugar like how it assimilate liquid. Liquid, it just go through you. It just go through you. Especially if you put lime in it. And you know lime is an alkaline fruit. So anytime you drink cane juice, you put lime in it. But when we love to put ginger and lime in it. Or mix it with tamarind. Understand? So, because I say that because I'm really glad to say more and more youth I take the thing serious. More and more youth I take the thing serious. The only problem with that, we need some agro-industry. Because I talk to a man now with their Mandeville. I tell you, it just ironical that as I talk about these things, it just fat. A man called me and tell me, say, he have too much fever grass and peppermint. Can you believe that? The man say him have too much fever grass and peppermint. Him a ship them way. Him come like Freddie McGregor where I ship callaloo and okra. Me love hear them something there, you know. Me love hear them something there. Anyway, the man say him have a whole heap of fever grass and peppermint, but him can't give me fever grass. Like wow. So me I say it need an agro industry. So me don't know. The government, I mean I thought say the government have to do it because the government have to do nothing, but it would be nice if somebody in the private sector could have set up some industry which can really make the food that is being produced don't go to waste. There are so much things that you can turn over to make another product other than the raw product itself. A lot of people don't know, say cabbage can make sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is a European, I think it's Germany. It's mostly Germans make sauerkraut, but I can't tell you how to make it, you know. But when me make it on my yard, it's just me. But you want an industry and show people what you do with sauerkraut, and I'll ship it with you. You understand? So, me really want the people them take the thing serious. Me want the youth them take it serious. This is not the time now for you to wring out your hand miggle. This is not the time now for in the early morning, you have a little plastic cup in your hand with little liquid in it where you call it alcohol and everything there. And I go on crazy upon the roadside. And I think, and I realize that the music, I get vicious again, you know. And it moved from sex now to murder. Yes, it moved from sex to murder. Because I accidentally, you know, I watch a thing on my TV and, you know, when you watch a YouTube advertisement coming at the mid-light, trust me, Mr. Youth make a video there that, I say, wait, what them youth, man? The youth make video where he must stab up man and the man in bridge them put the man in the plastic bag and I go dump them and all them way there. And I say, what kind of mind make them kind of video there? But I find say more and more of them I make, if you do it so underground, it's not so out there, because more and more people are realize say they want to suppress them kind of video there and suppress them kind of song there. But the youth them insist to do it. Because there is a market out there. There's some youth out there will love hear the lollipop your mother in the music and all them something there. It's a terrible thing. Meanwhile, you have some youth right now who are taking the thing serious. I'm taking the thing serious because I'm seeing the situation at Jamaica now. And then the body I get job now and them things. So you have to create your own job. You have to create your own way out. You can't depend on your mother, your brethren where they are foreign for remittance money. You have to do something for yourself, brethren and sisters. You have to do something for yourself. You know what I mean? You have to sit down and consider and think, what is it that is in my community that is not in my community? Mr. Brethren used to plant vegetable pan Grand Spen Road, you know. I don't know warm to that bridge in there. You know, see it? A nice piece of land where a shoemaker man it over the other side of the road and him a plant vegetable over the other side of the road. I don't see nothing plant there again. Nothing. There's so much things that ones and ones can do. When me a youth, you know, me never used to walk up and beg people money and them something. No, I'm going to find something to do. I'm going to find things to do. Simple little things me used to do. Me used to thread up bead, pan fishing line, you know, where you put around your neck, red, gold and green bead and walk up and down and sell that. We used to cook ital food and go down a Luke Lane, down a North Street, near Gleaner there, down a East Street, which part of the print tree used to the golden print tree. We used to have a little ital thing on there where we just cook ital. While the time we live at Red Hills, we used to come down with the ital food. Go down a Luke Lane and Matches Lane, and I said that time Rastaman I sell pants length and, you know, Clark's booty and Buckers hat and all them something there. diamond socks. Where you go down and look at a pair Rastaman used to sell right down there, so. You know, see it? So we used to supply with ital food. We cook the food and put in a box and go sell it. We don't walk around and beg nobody nothing. Until we decide, so we're going to leave town and go to bush go live. And start plant, yes, and plant, yes, and plant. And I'm little bridging them profile and, you know, all woolly pa ones away. We just plant some food and just, yes, whenever you beg nothing, beg nobody nothing. Because we don't want nobody come embarrass me. And we don't think about if a man embarrass you, you got to do him something because feeling things. You can't come bully a man for feeling things where him work for. Like come see some youth on the corner, a wife windshield, and when you tell him, say, boy, you're broke. He might say, well, you see you, Muta, you go like you love poor people. And every time man beg your money, I say, every time you beg my money, I must give you virgin. You, every corner you go, a man will beg your money. And you give one man money or somebody, and you reach on the other corner, he may expect you to give your next man money. A joke business. A joke business. And then some of them are wife windshield, and when you wipe it, them lick with the woman, them grab her purse and all them something there, and run and all them something there. Them think they make people get adamant. It's not a thing where a man just say, you don't have the money, say, all right, brethren, give thanks next time, yeah? Them say, yes, sir, all right, sir. Yeah, that's how it go, one love. No, are you God? Some of them, you they get vicious by if you tell them, say, you're not give him money, I say, you supposed to have money for give him. Like you and him work, go feed. Sometimes you don't have no money, sometimes you actually don't have no money, and you go somewhere go look money. Them feel say, early man, you're supposed to have money. In the afternoon, them just got through that way there, you know, because every hour of it stick a bush. Maybe him not listen, but whosoever listen and know that you there, will move amongst me name Jews. Tell him say Mutabaruka, big him up, for him effort them as a youth. From me come live at them area and see that youth there. The youth just resilient and I got through till I have him family now and him still I got through. You understand? And him not stop. Him not stop. Me not see him got in no trouble. Me not swear for no man, but me not see him in no trouble. But me see him a work him thing and I work him thing and I work him thing. And me I say, but why is it that man and man of just get away there? You know, see, a man wait till you work your thing and him come in and your things come mash it up, fire shot, or rob you and all them something. Why? And the youth them don't really have that what you call fear like them powerful enough for no fear, you know, because police look at them start piss up themselves. You know, see it? And you plead to them and I say, why you don't try at something else or no? You know, there's so much things you can do. But you know why you not find anything for do? Because you not think. You not think. You know, see, you say if you really think on something for do, the way would have come, man. The way would come. If you did not think hard enough, the way would come for do the thing where you want to do. You know, see, they just so it go. If you set your mind, you see all me, you know, I'm have to use myself as an example, you know. You see, when me say me going to do something, by the hook or the cook, me going to do it, you know. I mean that a man where not the failure thing, you know. Me I say me I start from scratch. I start from, you know. And me I say, all right, I'm going to do this thing, you know. I'm just go on, you know, care how long it take. You know, care how long it take. It I go do. You know, see it? So, me just say, I'm just appeal to the youth, them, who listen to the cutting edge continuously. And I say, boy, Muta, we like, you know, we like how you just talk, you know, and we like how you lick against the politician, them and all, well, you know. We're not lick against the politician, and we're not lick against the youth. We just try to make the youth them know, say, there's a way out. There's a way out. I talk to a man the other day, and I tell him, say, welcome to the land where your family have, your father have. Him say, father not like him. I say, your mother, him like your mother, but the land. The brother consistently I tell me about him have some tune for release after the COVID. Me I said, what you going to do after the COVID not go away? You're not going to release the tune him, so what you going to do? What you going to do? You can't sit down for release tune and your stepfather who love your mother have land there, you're not going at the land, go set up land. And then I joke to tell me, so if me have no work for come give him. Why am I asking that for enough like him a joke out the thing? Me not joke, you know. Me not joke. There's things that you can do, but all you have to do is just set yourself to do it. You can't get up every morning and rub out the handmiggle. Where you get the herbs from? Where you get the herbs from? Where you get the alcohol in the cup? Where you get the cup from? You know see? Oh, 3, 4, 5 man sit up on a corner, up on a wall, and every one of them have a cup in them hand with some alcohol in it, and I turn on some music on the wall, on the radio, and I sing some nasty, evil song. Evil, when I say evil, I mean evil. You know see? Evil. And the evil where my project is not against the system, you know. It's against him own brethren. Him own brethren, him has said them, hey, it's a terrible thing, you know. A terrible thing. We have to figure it out. We have to figure it out. We have to figure it out. This is the cutting edge and IRFM.
I don't want you overstand. Say no man is an island. So help her brother if you can be. A man is just a man. I don't want you overstand. Yeah. No man is an island. So help her brother if you can. Yeah. Tell me who you are. Have gun for your waist. Big man, you a waste man. No have no time for war, man, call it green apart. Through the toughest situation, just to live my life and to fight the fight. You squad of faith and make the sacrifice while I pray meditation.
Yes, we're supposed to be doing an interview with the Jamaican Howard University Affinity Network. They call themselves JI. It's a very important network of youth who form themselves in an organization to do something in the university, one of the most established universities in America. We have been there many, many times, not as pupils, not as students, but talking and performing. Yes, Howard University, a whole heap of people from Jamaica have been there, you know. So we want to talk to, well, if we can get them on the phone, yes, we want to talk to them about their plan to help. Plan to help, because everyone needs help right now.
Yeah, this is not a you I say. IRFM is roots rock reggae. Hear this, and all them other liquid stations. What me say? Straight. Hear that? And do the right thing.
Okay. So we have some guests. And we want to tell you that the guest them is from the Howard University. So I can read this here to introduce them. The Jamaican Howard University Affinity Network, JI, J1, was created to provide greater support to Jamaican students at Howard University. J1 was established in 2018 with the mission to serve the Jamaican student community at Howard University through scholarships, mentoring, and career development. So we want to talk to three of the ones them who is responsible for that. We have Nicole Ralph. You on the line there? I'm here. Mm-hmm. Nicole Ralph. We have Abigail Hall.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're supposed to say present. Kamwa Sykes.
Yeah.
Okay. The crown is Jamaican.
Say that again?
The crown is Jamaican.
Yes.
Okay, that I tune here. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, I'm not going to because I have been to that university quite a few times in my life, reading poetry, talking and doing all sort of things. Our university was known as a very radical university in certain times, especially when the Black Power movement was really up there. Now we have the Black Lives Matter thing. What the Jamaican students or this organization take part in any of the demonstration against the system for killing the Virgin George Floyd?
Yes, Howard University has always been at the pinnacle of these events happening and transpiring in our history, specifically within the Black community. We have all been a part of these movements, even particularly on campus. If something is happening on campus that we are not particularly happy about, we are always there protesting and speaking out against our rights. So I would say, yes, the students are heavily involved and trying to find ways to continue to lead the Black Lives Matter mission. But particularly for J1, we support the Jamaican students on Howard's campus by providing them opportunities to successfully matriculate. So our goal is to ensure that they receive the resources that they need while they're on campus. That may be anywhere from mentorship, career advice, coaching, scholarship, as well as helping to provide them a transition while they're here in the U.S. Although this year's schooling will be virtual, we still provide them that necessary support that they need.
All right. So tell me something now. What is it that inspired this group to come at the time when it come? Because I know about a lot of universities where have Caribbean groups, Trinidadian groups, Jamaican groups. But what is it that inspires you at this moment in time? Because I realize that it's not a very whole organized group of students, Jamaican students. Why no?
So, absolutely. Thank you. That's a great question. So, the J1, Jamaica Howard University Affinity Network, is one of the first affinity networks on Howard's campus. And we were one of the first to at least lead this affinity network formation. So there will be other affinity groups forming on Howard's campus, the Trinidad, affinity group, and so on and so forth. So you will see other affinity groups appearing, but of course, we're Jamaicans, we lead the way, as they say. But it was an effort to help support the growing number of students. There is an average rate of about 16.7% of Jamaican students that are on campus, and that rate is growing year over year. And the ambassador to the U.S., Ambassador Audrey Marks, she, as well as the president of the university, Dr. Wayne Frederick, were both a part of visioning this affinity network, along with our leader, Don Christian, who is a trustee and Howard alum himself and of Jamaican descent. So through their collaborative efforts, this organization was formed and birthed and supported by our 12 committee members as well, including myself. I chair the marketing and communications team. Okay,
and tell me now, you are who is speaking, Nicole or Abigail?
This is Nicole. Nicole.
So Abigail?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Okay, you're a quiet one. Okay. What is your function there, Abigail? What is your function?
Well, right now I'm a graduating senior at Howard University. My major is political science, and my parents are both from Jamaica, my mom and my dad, and they came here in the late 1990s. So coming to Howard, being a freshman and also being a first-generation, college student, professional, American citizen, interacting with the J1 students and the mentors, it really helped me harken back home and my roots, and it was a really life-changing experience. So
I'm just here to just talk about the perspective as a student and really encourage and spread the message about what the Affinity Network is doing for Howard students and for the community in general.
Oh, and Kamau, what is your function?
Well, I'm much like Abigail. I'm also a student at Howard University, a senior civil engineering major from Jamaica, born and raised there, only went up for university. And just kind of the same thing. I mean, I came in and didn't really know much about J1 and found out about them in sophomore year because one of my friends had applied for the scholarship and won. And then as I went further in my school career, I started thinking about my future and how I can help my family and so on. So I applied for the scholarship, got it, and it's, like Abigail said, has helped very significantly because it's not just the scholarship, it's the mentorship, it's the meeting people in a career field. So there's a guy I spoke to this summer because I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do next year, and he was kind of able to kind of guide me. I now have a better idea of what I want to do come graduation.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So the big question now, we still talk about what you want to talk about. We just want to get a background of this where we're going. So the big question: any of you plan to come back to Jamaica to help with the whole education when I get an award, to come spread it on and so I do something in our field to better Jamaica? I'm not going to just go and hook with Trump and Biden. Where you laugh at?
We actually have a number of students that are back in Jamaica right now and actively working in their respective fields. So we have been around for 2 years, but we have given our scholarships to seniors. So they have graduated and on to either pursue their further studies with the intention of returning back. Kamu is actually back in Jamaica right now. And we have other of our scholars that are returned back home to provide their knowledge that they've acquired overseas to continue to support the Jamaican community.
I was watching Kamala a while ago. Did you see Kamala?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Oh, as I hear you say absolutely, I know you're a Democrat.
We're bipartisan here. We cannot speak on that.
You can't speak on that. You can't say, wait, they want to come like Jamaica in Jamaica. Well, you can't talk which party belong to. Anyway, I don't know. Don't say it. All right. No, I want you to talk now.
As you know, Kamala is a Howard University graduate, too. So this opportunity is to support possibly the next Kamala, as you may know.
Okay. All right, I make you talk now, talk about why this interview, what you want to bring to the attention of Jamaican people. So I'm going to give you the floor now and you tell the people them exactly why this interview, what you want the people them to know about this organization.
Absolutely. Well, we have an upcoming event. So first and foremost, we have an upcoming event, and thank you for this opportunity to speak on what we are doing for the Jamaican diaspora through our organization. Our event is coming up this Saturday, October 10th at 5 p.m. JA time. It's our first virtual event, but our second traditional and annual fundraising that we do for the students in order to raise funds to provide them scholarship and support throughout the year. Every dollar raised goes directly to the deserving students. So we ask you all to go to j1.org, that's JHUAN.org, to subscribe, donate, and purchase your tickets. You can also do so at huesofblue.eventbrite.com, and you will be sure to be entertained, as well as you'll hear from a number of our other students, in addition to Abigail and Kamu, which you'll hear from some of our other students that will provide you an overview of what the scholarships have done for them and what it's afforded them to do with receiving the funds that we've provided and the support that we've provided to them. We also have a number of entertainers that have donated their service to benefit the students, such as Agent Saska, Chris Martin, Itana, and Isabel. They'll all be there to perform on the event, the virtual event that we're having, as well as some other special guests.
So you want talking? I'll give you the floor, For just the way you want to say, I'll give you the floor. I don't have to keep asking you a question about something you know about.
Well, we ask that, you come to our website, you get to experience what it is that we have to provide the students. We are here to give a platform to them. So I'd also love, Abigail and Kamu to share what J1 has done for them. So, Abigail, Kamu, you can speak to the experiences that you've had through the organization.
Sure, I'll jump in. This is Abigail, back again. I'll just jump in and say that the scholarship, like Kamu also mentioned, it comes with a mentorship and a community aspect that is really differentiates it from other scholarship opportunities. I've been able to meet so many admirable women within this organization, and then on the financial end, as a student, there's a lot of pressure to be able to make ends meet, especially somebody like me who's funding my education through scholarships and other means. So we were able to alleviate some of those pressures and those loans that you may have to take out and focus more on your education. That semester that I actually won the scholarship, I was able to run for elected office on campus. I was able to win that election. I was able to partake in other things that might not have been possible without the scholarship opportunity. So just wanted to highlight again that it's really changing the Howard experience for a lot of students of Jamaican descent and Jamaican students and building a community for us in Washington, D.C.
By the way, about how much students up and over there? How much students? Jamaican students?
Well, so that question is a bit tricky because it will depend on those who have actually declared themselves as Jamaican, and not necessarily required to do that. Especially like Abigail's situation, she's of Jamaican descent, so that's not necessarily a one-to-one answer. But we have at least a 16.7% rate of Jamaican students out of the amount of students that are at Howard University's campus.
What is the population of the student body? What's the population?
We have about, I want to say, over 40 maybe, 40,000, roughly.
40,000. Okay, enough student then. No student. All right. I noticed on don't mention. I want to read one to send come give it because I come like I don't know what to talk about it. In his first year, J1 provided a total of $25,000 and created 5 scholarships valued at $5,000 each as well. The scholarships were funded by the generous support of donors. In just 2 short years, the collective efforts of the Jamaica Howard University Affinity Network, Jamaican Embassy, and our donors have allowed us to provide $110,254 in scholarships to students in need of Howard University. Well, I don't know how to tell the people that.
To tell the people how much
Let me just read.
That's definitely one of within the 2 years we have given over $110,000. The 13.
Yeah, but me just read it. Where I say it now for? You should have said it before. Where I say it when me don't say it. You send a long paper, you have to read. You want me to read more? I tell the people then.
No. But I appreciate you highlighting that. Yes, we have given over $110,000 US dollars at that to the
most US from Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the money.
What you intend to do after now? More scholarships and more. This is only scholarship thing. What's it? No rent paying like at this time, yeah. When most students have no place for pay rent and go.
Well, the funding has to be used towards their education, their learning.
Okay.
But we can cover books, anywhere from books, any other resources and stuff that they need while they're on campus. But the $5,000 that we usually provide to the individual students, they're able to use that in any means that they deem necessary. And the reason for this continued efforts in fundraising is we've had year over year over about 55 applicants apply to the program. And we, as you hear, we've only been able to afford 13 of those students over the last 2 years funding. So we'd love to obviously provide all 55 of those applicants if they're, we have a very rigorous process. Obviously, they have to apply into the program and they have to meet the GPA and provide an essay, and the committee then reviews their application. But once we have identified and selected the students, we would love to be able to afford a number of additional students to receive the scholarship funding for this year.
Okay. So, beautiful.
Last year, our year of inception, we've afforded 5 students the scholarship. Last year, we had 8. So we'd love to get to a higher number for this year. And we can do that through the funding and support that we receive from the Jamaican community.
Okay. So you're going to appeal to Jamaicans. What happened to Washington there? People in Washington will love Jamaican.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is international campaign. We're not just, only reaching out to the Jamaican network.
Limited,
we definitely also have a segment that we've done here in New York. We had a segment on another station, but we've definitely been advertising and reaching out to a number of other people to donate.
Okay, well, all right. We should give thanks. We want to just remind the people then what is the thing that is happening this weekend. Just remind them.
Yes, it's our second Hues of Blue event. And we encourage everyone to go over to jhuan.org to get more information and to purchase your tickets. Again, that's jhuan.org. You can also do so by going to huesofblue.eventbrite.com to purchase your tickets to the virtual event. You can also follow our social handles at JHUAN1867. We're on Instagram and Facebook. So you can follow us, get more information, follow our students, and support the next Camus and Abigail, and be able to continue to impact their lives for years to come.
Okay, all right. Give thanks, Abigail. Give thanks. The person never said enough things still, but I don't know nothing. Come on. You just sit up there and listen. All right, Nicole. Give thanks.
Thank you so much for this time. Thank you for this opportunity. We'll greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, give thanks. Give thanks.
All right, have a wonderful evening.
Yes, this is the Cutting Edge and IRFM. We're there with you.
With respect for our national anthem, let us stand and defend this one. Peace and love. Thank you. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Do our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, great true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever, Jamaica.
imagine life without memories? We know you can't. That is why Western Union continues to...
Blessed man, there.
Give thanks, man. Me there, listen, you know.
Mm.
I talk about the farmer, them. Then I be here, so I be there to about some point, so kind of to me live a start my share.
You will ask them for $200?
No, man, no, me, man, some man don't occur now. Me same parish in them, man, on a base plate.
Oh, yeah.
Not to night to she, not to say have me number, man. Not to say, if he farming thing you talk about, man. The man, then I'm here, I want for the children, the hand, man, and one because Christmas, and their finger and I cut them out and walk with their foot up, wide.
Mm.
And when you see me find them arrive at the part, I said, boy, Rasta want me a pine, you know. Punky, they can't be a punky.
You know what you should do? You should have throw it, give them with the top, make them catch it by the top.
No, 25 pints of some cassava stick and pick it as it.
What I'm saying?
And some bean making a plan.
You give it yet? You not give it? You not give it?
You say no, I'm not time for them something like I'm now with I'm have time for them something. No, I joke, man.
You have time for roboting things out in the battle.
It's a food war we are fighting now, and I will miss it. You have to suffer your family, you know. Yeah, man, I saw me see right now, and I
yeah, so them find a woman with some boat in her car the other day. The police find some woman in her car, a boat.
Passenger material.
Yeah, you know, all them things they know.
I'm going to Mutabaruka to do me plant banana and plant. If you almost plant me, I bring down one tree and banana.
You're serious?
Yeah, man, I'm pepper and them things. I
love hear them something, man. Love hear them something.
Yeah, man, right now, this because I live now, good user farm. I only farm, I know with this type of farm I tell you about. Because I plant about 2,500 pine sucker when I reap a portion that pineapple.
Really? You plant 2,000 pine sucker?
Yeah, man.
So when the pine them come, what you do with them?
The way they start name beer up one time, there was a portion in beer, and they just start beer properly, and everything of beer and all properly.
So which part you sell them? Where you sell it?
You go in the market, man, and people pass and buy them pints.
Wholesale and all them stuff there?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I know find that brethren.
Yeah, man, I know thing me have, man. I see put it, I have a whole lot of see put it that's already and out. Whole. Yeah, man, I'm doing it, man. Everybody give me ratings, man, and big time.
How much a pound for potato now? Because I know yam did not sell for $300 a pound, man. Whenever they know somebody else to see yam, I sell for $300 a pound.
Me get some yellow yam and me get some $20 a pound.
$200, that's still no.
Some yellow yam. Never hold it a winter yam plant and no yellow yam plant, you know.
So yeah, 10 pound of yam now, you gone clear.
Holy party.
Well, I tell you, there was sister who was Clarendon there, you know, who I yell out for my poet's friend, sister, you know, but you see when she plant yam, and she had the original yam planter, you know. Why you yell out for Clarendon there, you know.
There are some people at Victoria, they have a cemetery and them place there at Clarendon. Blackwood and Bedford grass, them Richie and Broomwell, them plant a whole lot of yam, you know.
It look like Clarendon and run Trelawney out with yam thing.
Yeah, man, because all up in a Cumberland here and top Clarendon, you know, whole heap of yam up there.
So where you get so much land? Where you get so much land?
China, see, come on, I get me lease for some people have here now use it.
Okay. So where am
I Clarendon belongs to, you know.
Okay.
But when they used to do explosive work, and a man named Dennis Morgan employ me and place to do blasting and things. But the work now go on again and me say, I say, yeah, hear me now, but I was...
That me say, Island, great hand.
Holy for big tree, I'm chop it down and bone, holy for cold tree, you know.
Why is it all around now?
Yeah, man, me bone when you done chop down, because holy for lagoon tree and all type of tree like
yeah.
So when me chop it down and burn it down now, me burn up the wood and my coal and get a couple of bag of coal see where I make a money see where while the gun are coming in. Me can eat a food see wait till the gun come.
Yeah, of course. Instead of sitting out wait to sell record, CD.
No, it's a me now wait to read.
Yeah, wait till man play it through and radio up here. You hear it. That's all it is, you know, man just want to hear himself on the radio. And say him boss him big.
That's how some man want to hear themselves on the radio for too. Never would let a rabbit to you in the motor. Never would let a rabbit to you know. Yeah, man, because me have 3 mother one come out, you know, 18 picking 3 of them have there.
What?
6 them have 18 and me have 1 or 2 there, so I'm picking right now too. Yeah, man,
no, man, just continue the way you do, Virgin. Continue the way you do, man.
Yeah, man, me have a couple of goats, you know. So, I
don't say Ed, yeah.
Boy, me not waste no time. Me just go and do what me have to do because if you waste time, you can't get back a time. So
no. Well, you see there, I know, so you have big experience, man, when you talk the way there. And when you talk the way there, you know that you have the intelligence.
Yeah, man, 5 youth, me get in the motor.
Where you get it from? Where you get them from?
From a woman.
Yeah, you talk about woman, man, but the 5 youth you get. Like you go to market to buy them. I like Santa Claus, me they come here.
No, man, me get them from the woman, man. The woman, me was young person, me have one, you know.
So how much of them are your own? How much of them are your own?
All 5 of them.
No, because you can get something and yours, you know.
No, sir, me in that program.
You can bring some here and say, you want to see me have 4 youth, you know, you can. You want one?
No, my one, man. They may use that for me, use them, man. Come on, Come on, and catch me for Spring Village. And Herman and Naomi don't want man to go there.
Okay.
When me there now. I got the Clarendon.
All right, sir.
Then, to a name where you call you may get them from, you know. Aisha and Naomi.
That is good, man. Beautiful.
Then tomorrow, I sit down my yard and I write down the name of the boy's name. A long time, I have one full book of boy and girl name from way back when you get that name there, you know. And I start a new book, you know, where you send to start good on Thursday, you know.
Since we start, say them again. Since we start talk about them again, you start to write them down again.
I have a book, you know, a hardcore book again, and I start write them in again, man.
Okay, you expect to have more you.
I wait for people begin name, you know. Wait for people ask about them, I get them and pick some white man name, and I tell them an African name.
So wait now.
Right name to work the man.
You expect to get more youth?
No, right, no more.
Oh, you look like you take the name among the people.
About 5 grand tick me, I know.
Oh, you take the name among the people.
Yeah, man, me give to all my friends.
That's beautiful, man. Sweet.
Something because when you get a girl named Lola.
Me get that a couple of weeks ago, me get that name there. Yeah.
So me get that name and he love it too. Because she love it. And in that I love it because you want to in that I want to look at name and when he say name Lola no and me tell him say Amuta. Tell me to tell him say name so. He can laugh and say love the name.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So you know how to say things set up here, brother.
Yeah, man. What do you mean, man? When I hear the film, I feel good, you know. When I feel good, like I do something, you know.
One with a fine sucker. Big him up to here, so I big him up.
Glen Gaff. The virgin up at Glen Gaff.
Man, you can't find sucker for you.
Oh, you mean, man?
Yeah,
them man. Them don't plant out already. The next year, them tie up plant, you know.
Me not try to be 150 figure still, you know.
So where them there? Me not tell you, so me not want them again.
They're still there, man. Me tell you.
Land there to plant them, you know. Land there to plant them, man.
Yeah, boy, for land to plant.
Hey, me not know what you plant, but you know. You say idle land.
Yeah.
Idle land must be used. You understand?
Mr. Boy, 50 acres in front of me, right? Me turn up a top here, and I say, right here, because I get 120 out there to the plant.
My government come look for me and tell me, I tell people to capture people like that.
You don't capture you plant food.
Of course.
Tourism at about, be a tourism at about.
Yeah. And true, man. And true.
Nobody not talk about no food. I mean, know say hunger will kill people later on because this shit where them have about me in Corona. But me see Trump that we a mask, man.
Trump take off his mask back.
You see it.
When you come out of the plane, you take it off again.
You see it walk all about up and down the White House without mask.
At 18, I'm friend them catch it now, 18 of them in the White House.
Jesus Christ. Me say him
and Jesus ever give them it,
That the man the name of coming with history, man. Like whole world of people.
So you know me I say no, Bridget. You know me I say, yo. You have good road to transport your things then. You have good road up there.
Yeah, man, good road, man. Eastern Charles St. James, man. I'm a whole bunch of ball with me there. Straight me and Rose vehicle like a Vernon and Dover.
I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Like what you talk. Yeah.
Also, I and me see them water in a long time past my yard. So water run them, water leak out the pipe, you know.
Why the amount of rain will have fall?
You know what?
And you know, so we too bad again. You see them bad again, you know.
Some bath here when we use harvest water for wet the vegetables.
Hey, you see the government, man. I told me idiot people, them, you know. You see that rain will fall like there. Just this week, it watched long Marcus Garvey, half a tree, Agni Park, where them came to the 3 mile, where them just did this monstrosity down there. We don't know where them did that though. You see, the road them are fixed up, so them not reach up yet, and the road split in two. Them split in two.
You see junction mash up all some places, center with some people come find us on road like I dung them a walk. Joke, some people come out find and need to joke out.
Like rat. They were called like rat.
Yeah.
They were called the road like they were called the hole like rat.
They must take care of into the title.
I love me, I say.
We have fixed the road because Marcus Garvey, you whole place a man in the road, and they don't make no drain motor, no drain.
Yeah. I true, man.
And the building, they put up and push the water back in the road, the whole big building, where them are criticized and crazy.
Yeah.
I said, them are make up Jamaica and this
I say millions of dollars over. Then you have to move, Bridget, you have to move.
To make up Constant Spring Road, the whole material, no peel off, water, no peel off, man.
We have to move here. We have to move. All right. Lion talking about modern slavery. It really is a serious problem, you know, modern slavery. You enslave and you don't know because you don't see the chain on your foot. You say you're free, but check your actions and you will see. Slavery is not just chain round your foot, you know, and your hand. Because if you didn't really know, say you did in slavery, and you have chain around your hand and your foot, you'd have to take chisel and lick it off. But when you don't see no chain and look at your actions, and you feel say your actions is your actions and not somebody else who define those actions, you're in a serious problem. Because the chain them is in your brain.
Back reggae.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. A good night, Jamaica. I want to touch about 4 things I'm out. Let me ask you now, like how school now go on now, you see?
School now open back?
Well, they open now, what I say now. It open up some way, but up online, but on everybody got it online.
Okay.
So, all the mothers and fathers them who are at home now, without them look for one. I'm going to tell you the truth, Muta. I get 4 youth and 2 going in my hand. You understand? And when them start to have sense, you see? Before they even start to walk, it teach them to say 1, 2, 3 on their finger. And then they can count them 5, then 10 finger. Okay? When they go to school, teacher now teach them we say 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. rat, mad cat, all them things there. Fly over. Now put some more. You understand? So, people listen to this now. You see what I go on, you know? I could have shot fire, you know. Right? Because the other day gone, the man, cut trouble the man, and the man used on demonstrate and rocket. You understand? You see, look at time gone at the motor, when I look at one to market, and no time is to market. Eat out. You understand?
No, eat out? Where's the eat out?
The chicken they eat out.
What that?
All the food stuff.
Okay.
All the gone about March, April, May, and time there. Yeah, man, do it terrible, man.
But no food about, you know.
But me I show you what I want. Food about, motor about.
What
let
one?
the man not plant.
You know food about and a man not plant.
Well, I go and get part of milk history. I come out of my nursery a while ago, you know, about 8,000 seedling, you know, pepper suckers, you know.
You serious? So we have to know food not plant. You know we have to know food not plant.
Me have to know the capacity that the 8,000 me have, that coming like a just a little dust.
Why? You have pepper, you have sell pepper fire?
No, but two are going right here now. Me I do pepper planting from born 1999.
What kind of pepper? Sweet pepper, Scotch bonnet, what kind of pepper?
Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
Right. This a man where in a talk about herbal oil for Perkins show and Miss Blue and show, you know.
Okay.
The same Mutabaruka David. Yeah, man.
Only Mutabaruka David.
Yeah, my first time I run the airwave, man. What do you think of me now? I run my farm, I know a big capacity when you don't understand.
Well, you name Mutabaruka David?
No, first time you would have said, long time I hear Mutabaruka David, you know. The part
what you usually say?
The part with that about zero and you, one with the program. When the financial look at the playback. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'll give it a better joke more than that.
Me nah move, me listen to you, me nah move.
Yeah, if you search right now in your back room there, you see?
Which back room?
Because you can't find about 7 flip sides for me now, marking supreme. I see, and I never pressure you one time. For one time, for how many years? I hear that thing a while ago, say plenty man, them music, only want to hear it play. Right? And when I
so we gone from, we gone from we over this and gone we over this so. Huh? You understand that? We gone from here so and gone we over this so.
Yeah, but I certainly think I'm sure you have to talk about.
Where did that talk about originally? Where did that talk about originally?
Alright, originally no, you see? WHO did one the world.
No. Where did that talk about originally a while ago? No planting that have pepper. You know say have pepper plant.
Yeah.
And you never say nobody now plant.
What we have to know, the farming now, we need for a wider span. You understand?
Well, wider, I mean, where's the wider way you mean?
Wider, so they know, we don't have no rice cultivation in Jamaica, we can't keep it. We have to depend on the shipment to come in.
Which shipment? Which shipment?
No shipment, they don't come in either, no plane or nothing, you know.
That's why we say we want some agro-industry in Jamaica, where you use the raw material, like when you have pepper, you know, and you make pepper sauce or hot pepper pickle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the next move. The next move now is to go to agro-industry.
Yeah, but my one now is like, as my one ready now, Mr. Your scholars might be ready, you know, you pick up and gone.
Yeah. So where you do them sucker the way you have now? You have sell them, you have plant them, where you do?
No man, me do my one nursery for my own planting.
Okay, you have your own nursery. And how much pepper sucker you say you have?
Well, what is about 7,000 in a nursery right now, I'm supposed to start some more again, you understand?
So if somebody want pepper sucker to buy them, can't come to you?
Well, how much do you want sugar? You have no...
No, I don't know. Me ask you. Not try. Watch out. Wait, hold on.
My nursery at 20 by 10, you know. You understand? Because what a man saying want 10,000.
You can't give him 10,000, you can't sell him 10,000.
But I tell you, my nursery, if size of it, the greenhouse, my greenhouse, my nursery, the mesh thing there, we do my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 by 10.
Yeah, so what that mean?
No, that only come from my acreage I deal with.
Oh, so you don't have nothing to sell then? You don't have nothing to sell?
Well, Motor, you see a man like you know, I will let you have
you talk 2, 3, 4, but I ask if you have any to sell.
No, but you never know. I can get a 1 tree or a 2 tree, and each tree carry 200 volts.
200, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. So, them just a bust out now in the nursery.
Yeah.
So when they're ready to plant out.
So I just prepare your plant.
Yeah, because it's what happen now. You would have plant sea pepper first time, you know, and until the greenhouse come in America now, them stop planting, buy the sea pepper.
Oh, so you plant for export?
Then would I now plant over 8,000 trees.
You know, you go to eat them at night time, you don't know. When you go to your wife, you eat them.
Did I get you?
So you go to eat them at night time when you go to your wife.
Well, is it pepper? Pepper is a good thing for your structure, you know.
Well, let me say, especially Scotch money.
So me answer now. On the production farm, you know, Motor. You understand, as me I say, we need rice planting in Jamaica.
Them not sell that all the while, man. You know, let me say that.
We depend on why that span. You understand? We have coconut, we have banana, we need rice.
We need rice.
And we need to cassava and make our flour.
Yes, of course, and stop me on the fine flour.
You understand? And these span me I talk about.
Well,
you understand? So,
so when I ask you a question, you have enough export market to export all them pepper that we have?
Motor.
You have somebody where you plant them for foreign?
Yeah, the Motor, I tell you, I have everything set.
Yeah, but every time you come in, so you have the thing set. You have the thing set.
Alright, yes, have the people that do exporting, take it from me.
You have the market, yeah.
Yes,
all right.
have the market.
Alright, so tomorrow upon the continent, stepping razor.
Yeah.
We have a talk to a person who can help the farmer them to get rid of some of them product to export it. So why you listen out for it? But you don't need that because you have your market already.
Yes, but listen to no Motor.
Yeah.
I think in 1999 when I planted the first field, listen to now. Alright, the only thing rather they do is say, come there, put the camera up on the ground. Have it a show up down at them bay agriculture ground. So one farmer in Manchester for what? 2 pepper planter. That is me. You understand? Good. Listen now. Then come and see like the land with me tell you say no, the water system is away, set for me away, sir. Then come and see it and then say what Mr. D. As far as we see it, this is you need that dam, you know. Right? And Motor, I show them one place where the backside dig out, you know. Right? I mean, and I think need to do a plastic. And the damn plastic there, very expensive. Yeah. I mean, I'll just watch the uncover. You never talk. You never see my farm Motor. And I'm both me on both.
True. Which part is there again? Where you say there again? Where you say there again?
Where you say there again?
Which part is there, yeah?
Oh. I want to tell you, not Patrick, Manchester, Jamaica.
Okay. Then you call last week?
No, I never call last week.
Oh, no, you. Oh, the fever man, a fever grass man call. Fever grass after man. Okay.
I used to go farm the police will not fool around and I want to be her, but not be watching the bite every time there, you know.
Well,
they don't come back though.
We love farmer vibes, so we like, we don't vibe sweet me.
What I know about the man, they don't want to come back, man. If this one of the police guy, they're really troublesome, Rasta, man.
Like where them do? Where them do?
Every time, you know, Muta, every time a people go use a plant, you know, right? Good. You can't tell you now, Muta, a 3 herb sucker in the pepper nursery, right? When you zinc pro now, you know, step over the zinc. And you just use 4 zinc and go around it and put in nursery. You know what I mean? In the variety part. And 3 herb sucker Muta was in the nursery, right? And one grew almost on my house front, right? Right now, you can go look at my house door, the boy then kick and bust, you know, I say, what you know? I must get to know me out of my yard one day. So, how me get the wash of my yard, you know, it's like me go to the Greenland time, and see the wash in the street, and I say, what? If I could have get there and wash it on my hand in the yard this morning, I tell you, man. And I come here, I want to I don't see it. Right now, I look at this now. You don't see it. And I go back for the limb, you know, see it. I'm tired of star, the limb.
Oh, the limb with the what thing?
You stop star. I'm going to take it on back.
Yeah.
You don't see it?
Yeah.
Now, what you do now? I put on one thick jeans suit and then now, me natty. That's every week on the back of the face. You understand? So, after me saw the limb now, until the limb soft now.
So,
you know. You have to drop this sign.
Because you don't want the limb drop.
Yeah. You have to let it say a bush. And then now, wow, they know Muta until they wake up now. Me settle back and easy. Go on again. Catch a yard now. You see me lean upon the front hand in there. I'm going to talk something nice. Nice.
She don't listen to that man.
One man, you know, me come here, they have no milk yam ground now, me go dig from yam in the morning, so me come to the house, you know. The yam in the morning, you know, and the soup of yam. You know, see it. And put on, so me say, right, I'm going to be there now, and go, for me hustling. So when me at the bathroom now, take off my clothes now, and take off everything, and go wash my laps now. It's like, I'm looking at water now, and I remember something that never took water to go. But they don't be a man to be a man. No man, I said, no man, you can't be like the hog man. Put your back your clothes now and go for the yam. So after I do that now, Muta, I won't move over the yam drum now. You can't find for rice, you know. What me do, I'm going to put yam in the bucket now, you know, me a road now come now. I'm sure they're going to quiet now, you know, we look now. The man, the foot brake on top of the jeep, you know. And the handbrake.
The handbrake.
Yeah, this is how it is this morning. But you look, this is man flying the gate. You know what I mean? Run around, go to my house back. Look, me see take over in a nursery, you know. That's what I thought that you can use and make the barricade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But look, me see man take over, drop the tree, look where it's up, you know. Come now. Drop the one near to my house front now. But me look now, me see my boy and I got that door now. Me say, what am I do? Muta, he never touched the door. He's back where me see my boy and I'm funny now and next time I say, awa. You know see? You want to feel what I lick him, you know. So next time now, when I go and go watch it now, so I say, oh no, me want hand, you know, me bedroom, you know, me say, want enough to connect the window now, you know. You say, what I'm behind the window? Nice. It's when you get the liquor, you say, Muta, he's flying 90 fast.
And God.
He's flying 90
drop the herb sock on them. Him drop the herb sock on them. Him drop the herb sock on them. I feel them. You have to drop them in a court. And no one let you go away too. And all who fight, they will let you go away. So, So, anyway, we have to move, you know. We have to move.
The police in our one, we say, Parker. And I tell you, say, me, I'll get you to my yard. See there? You come here.
You can't come back. Nah, come back. Anyway, we have to move. Yeah, we have to move. We have to move.
You say, come here, all the while, I'll do a thing. You say, all of my house before you kick and bust. Right now, the door, before you call the bus.
Yeah.
You see?
All right.
You understand?
We have to move now. We have to move. All right? Yes, this is the cutting edge on IRFM. Farmers and farmers on top of farmers.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. IRFM, 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 IRFM.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Highway! Them little fool there try copy them fish. Stop it! I listen to every.
Yes, this is the cutting edge on IRFM. I tell you, them farmers with them argument. I feel integrated in the family of farmers, man. I tell you, change that into the argument a while ago. It's funny, man. The man said what's to the police. The police come take away him, God drive, don't say one to him. I tell you, man. But I just say a while ago, say, tomorrow, not tomorrow, stepping away at 2 o'clock, from 2 to 5:45. We're going to interview a brethren out in New York there where them carry up a whole heap of food stuff all the while and supply different restaurants in the tri-state area them. You understand? So this is our way to help. We are trying to help the situation, you know. Yeah, we are trying to figure out how we can best deal with this sector in our own little way. So while we are suggest for the youth them for going at the dirt more and even have them conversation with them farmer, we also are going to see how we can move some of them food there for them. Understand? So for all the farmer them who are listening and who are going to eat food and who know say the man them over at talk look like them don't need no market again because the man I tell you how much him have too much. Most of the people that we are calling at them say them have too much. You know, see, this man has sucker tail, sucker, a suck. Because the sucker them inside there. The man they say them pineapple, till pineapple, just a pineapple. No, seriously, it's what the man has you. It's when you see a thief or a guy when no want help, like what the brother say, you want to say, him man make me a pine, you know. I'm going to tell him, I'll give him some sucker and so. Him say, I have no time for that. All you have to do, man, just pick a pine and throw it, give him. Make sure it's him there, a little distance, like throw it, give him catch it. So, I say it around. So why listen a little more? Because maybe the man will say something where will inspire you to really start export. Yes, because I say as some man where carry up bags and bags of breadfruit. Yes, because a whole heap of little restaurant and Jamaican restaurant in a Queens, in a Manhattan, not Manhattan so much. But Queens, Bronx, and Brooklyn, and them places Jamaican there. I know Jamaican love them breadfruit, I love them green banana, and all these things. There are the mango that I sell wild in America. I hope people don't realize it, but mango, East Indian mango, people are line up. You got things that bank them are going or vaccine them are go for. Them line up. For the East Indian bag of them. So, yeah, don't feel over here. It's something we should really recognize. Recognize it. Your life much better. Believe you me, your life much better. No care what them say. Farming is not something of where I say, no, you look down upon. Because everybody have to eat. Everybody have to eat. And if they not eat, they must starve. So, when you have feed the nation, it's a valuable thing you do. I hear them go on. It's a valuable thing. So, don't make nobody tell you nothing. I will talk about the youth there. Nobody tell you nothing. They tell you say side plant, I say. I got your mother say, we're going to turn farmer. You know, see. Because you see how them look on farming. Remember the picture of a Mass Joe with him donkey. and him tear up khaki pants, and then where the man a look on farmer, you know. Them farmer don't about again, you know. You want to go a little straight in this bed, go see farmer, man. When the man is done farmer, even time and dress up in them outfit and jump in the van, them rav and them whatsoever, and gone a session and all them something. You never know to them a farmer. And then they them go to bam, pick melon and throw in the back of the van and pull up the melon, the van, and gone to a supermarket go sell it. You understand? So, one don't look down on certain things. Because you have some woman will look down on them something there. Yeah, you have a woman will look on them something like, farmer, I don't want a farmer, you know, see. So I have somebody who work in a bank. Trust me, you have farmer who make more money than somebody make a you, the way you say, I put on coat and tie with you, so them are going in a bank. And somebody will go to a university, you know. But them have to take anything where them get. And them go to university, them can't afford to come now, come a farm. Go put them on in the dirt. After them go to university, people go study business at this and accounts and all them something there. And them can't get no work. And through them can't get no work now. Some of them go turn scammer. Because them have education and them have computer skill. And them turn scammer. You know, see, and them go turn scammer. Them sit down in them yard. And I wait for some little uptown girl to look after them and mind them. It's a joke thing, you know. It's a very, very serious thing, even though it's a joke thing. So, what's she in there? I got heard this way direct. Oh, yeah. And you ready for me? You're ready for me? All right. Well, where the next leg was really have that stuff. Can't see where they have that stuff to deal with. Okay. All right. We don't have the brothers. We don't have the wet name. All right. So, we see the government look on the call of agriculture. And we say, okay, agriculture is good. But them have the material and the money to set up agro-industry. And it's that we are pushed for. Because it's music you ever tell people to plant food, you know. And when you have a glut, it have to rotten, you know. But we know say, the agro-industry can help to get rid of the excessive amount of food. But would have rotten if it never got into a bottle as some other product. And that is really where we're supposed to look. We're supposed to look on, just like how we are saying now, you have machines that make certain things. You know, you have juice machine, like how you talk about pineapple now. You're supposed to kind of bottle pine juice without water. But put no water in there. You just get certain juice where you just put the pine in there, peel the pine, push in the juice, push in the pine, in there. And it just come out in a juice. You have orange juice. Orange juice where you don't have to peel the orange, you know. It peel itself. You just wash the orange and put it in the orange juice. And it peel the orange and then squeeze it. All them things they're out, you know. Yeah, man. That's what we call agro-industry. Agro-industry is when you use the fever grass and make oil. The peppermint and make oil. Peppermint oil is one expensive thing in a health food, you know, health food store. Fever grass, oil, all them things can make oil, you know. Anything can make oil, you know. Any plant where you have can make oil. You understand? Well, them look where we have to look. We have to look on, oh, you see, what you know, look at all them drinks and drinks that are all over the place. And we have so much fruit in Jamaica. We should not support no juice where have no sugar in it. Too much sugar. Now we help with. You know, see, it helps to sick with. So we should use up the fruit, all them mango where we have. So, all right, man. The avocado, what we call pear. You know, guacamole and for your bread, you know, people use cassava, make bammy long time. All the industry they can't done. Can't done. Right to the St. Louis, the border at St. Louis and Westmoreland. We want to heal up all them people there who sell bombing right at Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth.
He said them should get the most charge, you know.
Andrews.
Yes.
I
would have because it name Andrews like I want like a redneck place.
No, redneck place, man. I just what that have to do with nothing, bro. Stop talking foolishness, man.
I say, I'm
not sure no redneck place why they turn them around. What?
What's the justice that?
No justice on there, but all you have to know say, I chew them name and that's why them name Andrews. So you know when them Jubilee Hospital? Jubilee. Yeah.
You know when them
Jubilee Hospital?
Jubilee?
Yeah, but we are talking about the better girl now you're gone for another thing, you know. Yeah. So you carry me last week, you know.
You said things I say for partial. Let them know and charge the doctor and nurses them who turn away the first place.
Yeah, them should have do something about it, yes. The lady pass way and I feel them fast.
Yeah.
I feel them fast, that's
right. They should have some part of equipment and everything there, so if them in them scenario, them should have secret that right away which part them scenario and them have places for it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So I put them clear this lad.
That's what I say.
So how come them not find one to charge?
I don't know, Virgin. We don't can ask the question, but I don't know how come them not charge one. I like them look at the police, the charge flight police to the pan bill, $1 million bill in the pan, the police will stand up the charge flight.
The system
is a fraud.
Yes. A pay partiality and that means what
criminality.
Yes, the justice not there in other places for certain people, and certain people can get justice.
Yeah. I'll move.
Something we need to stop, man.
Yeah. I don't
stop them in the motor because they feel like them will get to all the while, so with everything.
So how you going to stop them? Tell me how you going to stop them. Tell me. Suggest something.
Right now people have to overstand and realize what's up. And we have the powers, you know.
Yeah, but when I say what power we have, tell me where you have to use to stop them. Where we should I use and stop them?
Alright. See, we still all have to get in our oneness with ourselves, you know. And gather within our oneness, you know. We can say when these things happen, we can stand up, you know, and live like one, into one, like our family said, you know. So we have to assist each other by standing, stand up out there and know to right now what's up. So I take a stand, you know, by moving towards the head of the system, you know, that we are dealing with them things, you know.
Yeah.
Them not come together, you know. We're not together, you know, in the violent mood or them things, you know. But we just know so we are stand up, we are together, right?
Okay.
Justice to each and every one of us, because justice short, one, it's short for all, you know. So we know we have to take disadvantage of that, so we can't afford to make that happen. So we have to go in and stand up and deal with what to deal with. Who we have to attack? We have to attack the system. So by violence, you know, but by internationally, within a sense of purpose, liberty, you know. That we have to have no death and destruction more upon things, you know. Because we stand up for truth and right. No, Babylon is supposed to come disadvantage. They're supposed to come join me too. Because our family said we, our family, the system said we, because them come out of us, because our sister, our brother, our niece, our nephew, our everything, Yeah. Still a bit of force for we.
That's virgin. We have to move, bro. We have to move. Yeah? Yeah, you hear me? Hello? I'm gone. All right. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. Why Shane is a genius. You know why he's a genius? Something when we write down to do, we never do it. We want them know, and it's because I play the tune now, I mean, remember now, you know. And for those of you who don't know, you may know already that Johnny Nash and Striker Lee passed away. Now, Johnny Nash is an American virgin who come to Jamaica and buck up Bob Marley. And there was a time when they call Johnny Nash the king of reggae. The king of reggae. His biggest song we got #1 in Jamaica. He was a soul singer, you know, he have some soul tune. And I have play the soul tune them, I play the reggae them, but him sing a tune we come big in Jamaica, and I'm told that it's Peter Tosh write the tune. Now Striker Lee, you know, we did interview with Striker Lee already on this program, yeah. Striker Lee is one of the biggest producers them come out of Jamaica. Striker Lee. We want to do a kind of tribute to Striker Lee and Johnny Nash in the next hour of the program. Well, less than an hour we have left, but we have to continue it a little more. Yeah, because, trust me, because we just want to really talk about the farming thing so much and this interview. We go for miss it, and we can't afford to miss them kind of thing, yeah. You know, because them man has set it. But we want to play this version now. Johnny Nash, I think he's dead at 80-year-old, day before yesterday. This is Johnny Nash with a big tune in Jamaica, for those of you who don't know. And we are told that it was written by the man called Peter Tosh. Here we go. You know, before I take the call, yeah, I will indulge myself, you know. I will indulge myself with that tune, yeah, because it's a big tune in a party, you know. I will see when I'm do it over there that day. I will do it over there. I know a Christopher Martin or Ellis. One of them. But we want to play this tune, yeah. I want big party tune by Johnny Nash. I can't play Johnny Nash, I don't play it. You understand?
Yes, yeah, man.
Who is? Mandingo? Mandingo, you know that tune there?
Yes. We know it rap me, baby, play, you know, party and thing, you know.
Who sing it?
May I tell you, I don't remember the name of it.
Johnny Nash.
Hello?
Johnny Nash sing it.
Nash, yeah, Johnny Nash from
big tune.
Houston, Texas.
I remember next one upon the line where big tune too. So where's the virgin?
But I may tell you, I really feel it about my friend. Striker Lee, man.
Striker Lee, I tell you.
It is really my father's friend originally. Because of my father, why myself and my mother knew Bunny Lee, you know, in the early 60s.
Yeah, I know him too good. I know him good. And I'm about to do an interview with him where we talk about reggae, which are the first reggae tune and all of it.
Yeah, well, you know what we did say about that. And
yeah, remember, we just tell you, so we don't want to get another reason. We just want to try to do that.
Yeah. But we was bang around later on in 60s.
Yeah, so we're not getting another reason, I just still down on it.
Bunny Striker Lee, you know, know him from 1964. Through my father. My father and him were very, very good friends. That's long before him started doing a record producing or anything. And in 1965, Easter, I remember specifically a 3-day and night Easter dance at Friendship Government School, St. John's Road, Spanish Town. Where my father was the headmaster. Teacher Williams, and my mother, the deputy, where Prince Buster and my father, Bonnie Lee and my father, kept a dance with Prince and show, with Prince Buster Sound. And the three artists who performed were Derek Morgan, who was going out with one of Bonnie's sister at the time. They married subsequently years later. And Roy Shirley and Keith Slim Smith. And at the time in 1965, Keith Slim Smith and Roy Shirley hadn't emerged as artists, as stars yet. You know, they were getting involved in the music business. The only legend was Derek Morgan. You know, that's Easter 1965. 3 day, you know, dance and thing, Prince Buster Sound, and Derek Morgan, the living legend, who is still living, you know, in his 80s, just like Owen Gray in his 80s, and Lee Scratchberry too. So
in his 80s too. And I think Stranger Cole in his 80s too.
Yes, and Stranger Cole also too. Yes, in the 80s.
Still a tour down the place. Still a tour down the place.
Very few people live who were born in the 1930s, while in the 80s. You know? Because Alton was born 1938, so he would have, if it wasn't for the cancer, you know, and so on. But Lee Scratchberry, Derek Morgan, Stranger Cole, as I say, and if you remember, serving right, I think Derek Harriott too.
Yeah, Derek Harriott supposed to reach 80 now, yes?
Yes, up there, yes, you know, and things. So we're finding a lot of people are going now in the 1940s. Count Shelley, who passed away the other day, a very good friend of Bonnie Lee, was in his 80s too, you know. And one of the things I remember about Bonnie those days, very, very slim, and one of the best dancers, man, legs man can shuffle. I tell you, man, wicked legs man can dance, man. And he always had that winning smile. He's a general, you know. But he's a lovable general, striker, man. And I can tell you something. He used to go to Kingston Technical High School too.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
But you know, say, him and Observer come along highway, come get
on News and Views Color Magazine.
Yo.
Which I did a live story thing of him. And that is in the interview, you know what I mean? Live story.
No, me that try to tell you, say, that one time, him and Observer come down at IRFM and make Mr. Young get a big lawsuit, you know, I tell you.
Yes, I remember, because...
The blood slap the Byron Lee, never fight against.
Him say what him want to say, you know.
Yeah, the blood slap the Byron Lee. Byron Lee put a lawsuit on Mr. Young.
Yes, I know.
When Lee come out of the studio, you know.
With Byron Lee.
When Striker Lee come out of the studio, Mr. Striker Lee, watch you know. From me come here, me no call Mr. Young to have no hole in his pocket, you know. So I know why make no hole going to Mr. Young pocket tonight, make him get away. But him go and go because we didn't have him on the phone, we didn't have Derek Morgan, we didn't have Stranger Cole, we didn't have with the keyboard player name again. They are foreigner now.
Oh, but tell you, man, Glenn Adams?
No, Glenn Adams did not talk too, but our next virgin, man, I don't remember the name again. Anyway, we'll have the whole of them to talk about this reggae thing, which are the first reggae and all them something there, but him put a lawsuit on Mr. Young, man. But it's a man with talk, man.
I know, yes.
He's not clear when him attack. He's not clear at all when him attack. Anyway, we have a move.
Yes. Yeah, but let me just say something, because, you know, we have to talk more about Bonnie Lee, legend like him, and so on. And he was the producer who popularized the flying cymbals in reggae music in the early 70s with Carlton Santa Davis on drums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was the man, of course, when named scientist, Bobby Digital, and he's give Jammys the name from Prince to King Jammys, you know? Yeah, that's giving people names, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, we want to attribute him a little more. Him and Johnny Nash, we want to attribute him a little more. All right?
All right, well, me have to go phone in later on then.
Phone in after 3 o'clock.
After 3? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll phone after 3. And all of the people them in England and thing, man, because I always remember Bunny Lee. Every year since him started coming here about 1968, him always come to England every year and spend several months.
So, I see my England too.
By mistake,
all right, Bridget.
Try and things. So later on.
Yeah, all right. This is the cutting edge on RFM.
You say you need.
So we are told that, Barbara Streisand, very big artist, Barbara Streisand, the lover of Bob Marley, and she go in the studio go sing over that tune. Bob Marley song is, Guava Jelly. And Johnny Nash did the tune, but she have a version of it. Barbara Streisand sing and them. Can't believe that. And then them call him King of Reggae. Joke business, but that is what it go. But you see, Bob Marley come be a big artist than him. He was a soul artist before him started to sing the reggae, We want to play a tune, and it's the last one I'm going to play of Johnny Nash until later on in the day. This song I'm going to play is a song I grew up on. When I used to have my big afro, and my barefoot pants, and my sandals, and my dashiki. I got Meritone. Meritone forced me over that tune, So you're going to play it now. We want to dedicate this song to everybody who knows that tune is a big tune. Here we go. Yeah. What a thing. So go around Johnny Nash with a sweet tune from them time, the Love and Peace. This is the cutting edge on RFM. So, Striker Lee and Johnny Nash, we really are talking about something else in my mind to deal with, and I remember it too, the program soon, and I just remember it. We have to play some tune where the man called Striker Lee produced from them time there. There we go. Change the pole. So when I interview Striker Lee, I'm Mr. Striker Lee, that tune there, where get that tune from? So let me get that tune from. A stranger call sing the tune, and then like I say, a stranger call write the tune. We just draw for the original version, from Cuba. It's a Cuban song, Yeah, and none of them never know it's a Cuban song. Them people say it's original. The producer, believe the song is an original song, I tell you. Banga rag it there. Mama no want banga rag. Woman no want banga rag. It's the Jamaican version. This is the Continental RFM. Woman no want banga rag. 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 Yeah, we'll just make Lee scratch. We'll make Striker Lee music carry go out until 2. Yeah, we're going to just carry make Lee Perry. Me keep us a Lee Scratch Perry, Lee Scratch Perry. It's Striker Lee. Striker Lee. We're going to make Striker Lee production carry out. We will be back here from 2 to 5:45 with the stepping razor. The man called Striker Lee, who passed yesterday, or day before yesterday now. Striker Lee, one of the biggest producers come out of Jamaica. When we say big, we mean big producer. All them tunes we will play, as Striker Lee produce them, yes?
I got tried my best on the side. I could feel the tears